In this video, you will discover the single best cure for brain fog. Okay? I am not lying. This is not clickbait. This is the best cure for brain fog you can ever know or implement in your life. I'm also going to explain the main mistakes people make. You will guess which is a mistake and which is the right path when it comes to eliminating, solving, curing brain fog. Okay? So, what exactly is brain fog? By the way, in order for you to be watching this video right now, that means that you probably know firsthand what brain fog really is, okay? But brain fog is that state of mind in which you are trying to do work, you're trying your hardest to think, to focus, but your brain simply feels foggy, okay? You don't feel at 100% focus. If 10 out of 10 is completely clear-headed, you're sharp on your vision, you know exactly what to do, but you also have the mind, the clarity to implement every single task. 1 out of 10 is your mind is scattered all over the place. You just can't simply focus for more than 5 minutes. Then most people are around 5 average, okay? So this is brain fog, okay? The fog, the cloud in your mind, which is keeping you from accomplishing the tasks so you can advance every day within your business. So now let's actually see, what do people usually do when they want to fix brain fog? Because that's a common issue. That's an issue people have, people that run businesses, because people that run businesses use their minds, use their brains significantly, okay? And so whenever you're dealing with tasks that require a high level of cognitive performance, brain fog is one of the bottlenecks, one of the hurdles you might face. And if you don't fix that, then you're just operating at 50%, 60% capacity. So, when people usually deal with brain fog, when usually people have brain fog as a symptom, what they usually do is a few different things. So as you see here, we have 3 paths when it comes to removing brain fog. Some are effective, some are not. The first thing usually people do when they have brain fog is they notice that they have brain fog and they're like, okay, I need to fix this ASAP, especially now with the self-improvement space, with the trend 100%, get the work done. So what you want to do is get rid of brain fog, right? Where do you start? Usually people do this. So what you do is research stuff online, watch podcasts, read information, books, or even talk to friends who've also experienced similar issues, okay? So you go to YouTube, you go to Google, you go to Wikipedia, and you research how to fix brain fog, foods to fix brain fog, diet to fix brain fog, exercises to fix brain fog, breath work to fix brain fog. So that leads you to this step here, okay? So you research stuff online, you research information, and that leads you here. You implement the new diets. Keto, low-carb diet is usually a style of diet that a lot of people advise because high level of carbs increases your blood sugar, which is related with a sluggish, lethargic feeling. Intermittent fasting, when you're fasted, you're awake, you're alert, boom. Supplements, biohacking supplements, going to the gym, cold showers, meditating, grounding, red light therapy, and such. Now, all of those practices are useful, can be useful, but here's the issue. People that go that route, they research generic information, cookie cutter stuff, implement it in their life, and the issue is you're doing all that work, but here's what happens. And I've noticed this from experience. I've worked with a ton of people. This is what happens 99% of the time. You're spending too much time on low ROI protocols blindly. Why do I say blindly? Because you're spending that time doing the keto or low carb diet, intermittent fasting, taking a bunch of supplements, going to the gym, taking cold showers, meditating, grounding, red light therapy, etc., without even knowing if that thing here, if any of those things here, if your body needs them. Okay? You don't know what does your body exactly need, and what's really causing this issue in the first place. So you end up spending too much time on things that might work, might not work, who knows. But you end up, your baseline here, right? Your baseline here, baseline of function, 5 or 6 out of 10, maybe sometimes less, maybe sometimes 6.5. Your baseline is pretty low. So you do all that stuff here and get your baseline slightly higher, and you're like, okay, I'm feeling better. But you're spending too much time on low ROI protocols. Where does that lead to? I'm going to explain in a second. But let's go to the other route people usually go to. The more woke guys choose to invest into a course or generic coaching. Usually, as you see, there's a difference. There's a similarity. What do you notice here? You do the exact same protocols, the exact same cookie cutter solutions, but the difference is that this is hella expensive. So instead of you actually going out of your way, researching, watching podcasts, reading books, asking friends, you pay somebody a huge amount of money, and they give you cookie cutter solutions to fix your problem, to eliminate brain fog. Now again, you end up spending too much time, and this time money, on low ROI protocols blindly. Why do I say blindly? Because you don't know what's even causing the issue in the first place. That thing you call brain fog, the lack of mental clarity, the increased levels of stress, the inability to think straight and to maintain high levels of focus consistently, you don't even know what's really causing that. And so you end up spending too much time and money on generic protocols. Going to the gym is great. Cold showers are great. Meditating, let's say meditating, for example, that's awesome. That helps you increase your level of focus, increase your level of mindfulness. But guess what? It doesn't directly change your body's chemistry. And if your problem is related with a nutrient deficiency, hormonal imbalance, I don't care how many hours a day you're meditating or grounding for, those things will not change your body's chemical balance. Meditating will not give you nutrients. If you have high inflammation, meditating will not lower that inflammation. Okay? What does those two things that I covered lead to? Brain fog. Now, how is that even possible? I'm doing all those things. I'm spending that much money. I'm spending that much time on protocols, and I still have brain fog? How is that even possible? Well, there is another block I should have added here. But essentially what happens is you end up, because it's too much time with low ROI, you end up going here again. And so you're either going to spend more money on another coach or research more stuff yourself because you're like, I'm burned this time. I'm not spending money for somebody to tell me to go take a cold shower or eat broccoli and chicken, right? So instead, you research stuff, you find new stuff to implement, you try that new stuff, and you throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And then you're recently rinsing and repeating that process, hovering at the around the same baseline that you were. 5, 6, 6.5. It's not sustainable. You crash, go back again. Okay? Now, let's see what's actually going to happen if you do this. Because as I said, the main similarity those two ways have, the main thing in common, is that you're implementing things blindly. Generic, cookie-cutter stuff that you don't even know if your body needs. The root cause is that you don't even know what causes brain fog or what causes low energy, okay? And so instead of what you can do, instead of actually doing blind stuff, you can do this. Ooh, a lot of pictures, a lot of numbers. Let's actually dive into what's that really mean. Now, a reason for you having brain fog could be one of those things. Now, there are tons of reasons, but I've assembled a few pictures from past clients of mine or current clients of mine that we're currently working on to show you exactly some potential causes of brain fog. So, vitamin D deficiency. This is linked with mental cognition, lack of mental cognition, lack of focus, you feeling weakened, you're getting sick often, increased inflammation in the system, not good recovery, which leads to brain fog. Indeficiencies or imbalances in nutrients, which as a result will lead to your body, your kidneys not being able to clear out your urine, your chemical balance in your body, which will lead to further complications and one of the symptoms, brain fog. Poor recovery. You'll be lucky going that route if you invest into a course or generic coaching. You'll be lucky if you're even tracking sleep quality. So that you might get. But you might be dealing with low HRV, poor recovery, which is a high-level cause of brain fog. Okay? Even if you fix bad sleep, those things here also aren't tackled with good sleep because they are interconnected, okay? So for example, let's actually see, so testosterone, okay? One of the markers here that I put here is testosterone. This individual has low testosterone, significantly low testosterone. And so that low testosterone, first of all, that needs replacement therapy, but it leads to poor quality sleep. Okay, so low testosterone usually means a lot of things. That either means that your sex hormones are out of balance overall, which this individual, his luteinizing hormone was low as well. I don't want to bore you with a lot of wordy stuff. Let's get to the high level of things, okay? So usually low testosterone means that you're more stressed, that you're less prone to doing hard stuff, and that you're more risk averse. Anxiety is usually elevated in your lifestyle, in your day-to-day, okay? So that causes you to have higher levels of cortisol and therefore bad sleep. So it's not like you're going to fix your sleep and directly your testosterone is going to skyrocket because many of the times the one affects the other. And while fixing your sleep quality could help you increase your testosterone, if the issue isn't related to your sleep quality, then you're just sleeping good, but you're also dealing with low testosterone, which will limit your let's say, acquisition of sleep quality. Another really, really important marker is metabolic health, metabolic disease markers, such as insulin. This individual here is insulin resistant, okay? So as you see here, his fasted insulin levels are sky high. What does that mean? That means that his body isn't able to respond normally to insulin, which is the hormone that is needed in order for your body to lower blood glucose, which will cause brain fog, which will cause lethargy. But also, it's not only important for brain fog, but mainly for metabolic health and preventing diabetes and metabolic disease and heart events, cardiovascular events in the long term. Another big variable is gut health. So your gut is, you may have heard this before, your second brain, right? Your gut and your brain are directly connected via the vagus nerve, and there are trillions of bacteria inside your gut, but there are also neurons inside your gut that produce dopamine, GABA, serotonin, and the nutrients that are inside your gut, but also the bacteria, the type of bacteria that are inside your gut, are directly affecting the balance of those chemicals in your brain, okay? So low levels of dopamine. This can be caused by poor gut health. Low levels of dopamine will usually cause brain fog, lack of motivation, lack of drive. Digestive efficiency. This is another marker of how optimal your gut microbiome, your gut health is, okay? What else have we got here? And again, this is a metabolic marker. Fasting insulin resistance index, which is high because of this, is the same individual. So now you understand that before we even, let me zoom out. So usually what people do is they go straight here. They research what works for everyone. What did the 7-figure morning routine look like? Oh, what does this guy, he earns millions and millions of dollars. Let's see what protocols he implements. What did this entrepreneur say about energy, brain fog. Oh, let me do the same. The issue is that you don't even know what causes your brain fog. Because his issue could only be that he was sleeping like shit, and therefore he started sleeping good, and his brain fog got away. His brain fog got eliminated. But your issue is that you need to absolutely test your markers. What do I mean by markers? Here, your hormones, your nutrient deficiencies, your blood. Start analyzing your stress levels, your sleep quality, okay? Your digestive health. All of those markers here are the most interconnected markers that relate to your brain performance. And as an entrepreneur or aka mental athlete, you need to be performing, your brain needs to be working at the highest level. And while, again, as I said, fasting, cold showers, eating low carbs, taking a bunch of supplements could potentially mask a few of the symptoms. If let's say you do keto or low carb diet and you have low testosterone. Now, a lot of the times, except if you are obese, long-term keto will affect your testosterone. Okay, because a lot of the times your body, in order for it to produce enough levels of testosterone, also needs carbs. And going keto for a long time will increase your cortisol production, which will impede your testosterone. So if you have those results and you're going with that route, it's not suitable for you. See? So should you, if you've gotten this route and then let's say you test, you just figure out that you were not following the appropriate approach for your own health. Your body absolutely doesn't need, it's actually not indicative to go keto with those results. However, if you have those results, you're insulin resistant, then you could benefit from doing keto. Okay? If your gut microbiome isn't optimal, you could potentially benefit from keto. But many different results indicate many different solutions. And if you don't know what's causing the problem, you simply can't do that here. It doesn't make sense. Okay? Now, what happens when you actually find out what your body needs, what causes the problem, what happens? After that, the only thing you need to do is to tailor your approach based on what your body needs specifically. What you actually need to do is, as I said, tailor your approach based on your results. All of those are examples from my clients. So what does that even mean? You tailor your supplementation. Let's actually zoom in and see what. So this individual had biotin deficiency, vitamin E deficiency, vitamin D3 deficiency, and coenzyme Q10 deficiency. Tailored supplementation for those specific deficiencies. Okay, instead of taking multivitamins, vitamin B complexes, coenzyme, ubiquinols, all the supplements under the sun, you specifically supplement for your deficiencies. Okay? Personalize your diet based on your digestive test results, your gut microbiome. Which foods are actually suitable for your gut health and which are actually need to be avoided because your gut isn't able to properly digest them, and therefore they cause digestive issues, which will affect your brain. So you personalize your supplementation in your diet based on your test results. Okay? You also tailor your behaviors based on your stress levels, your recovery, your HRV, which will also reflect on your testosterone levels, which will also reflect on gut health. High stress also impedes gut health. So it's not only what you can take, it's also what you can do, your behaviors. And this is just a result, as an example here. Okay? What happens when you go ahead and do that? What happens when you go ahead and just focus on the lowest hanging fruits, on what your body exactly needs, instead of doing 100 trillion different protocols in your day, the 7-figure morning routine, the 7-figure evening routine, the 7-figure midday routine. You just focus on giving your body what it needs. What happens because of that? Well, what happens is pretty straightforward. You start sleeping good, you start having high levels of focus, you start performing better, and as a result of you fixing your deficiencies, your imbalances, sleeping good, optimizing your gut health, improving your hormone markers, you have no brain fog, you have high levels of energy consistently, you wake up feeling refreshed. Okay, and your baseline now goes from 5 to 6 to a constant 9, 10. So you compare this state with the state that you were in when you were doing that kind of stuff, and you're like, how did I even end up going that route? It's incomparable. Okay? So this is what happens. By the way, this is what my clients had to say when we did that for them. Jordan, a few months after working together, I'm sleeping better than I ever have. I look better than I ever have. And I have zero brain fog. Marcus, he scaled his agency from 30K to 60K as a result of performing better in his sales calls, as a result of having high levels of focus. This whole week, my energy, this was a message that was sent to me a week after we started working together, because he says it, and I know it's only the start, LOL. My energy and focus has been at its peak. After that, we made a whole YouTube video. You can go to his channel, Marcus Pizarro, and check it out. But as a result of you fixing all the problems that you identified here, this will reflect in your energy levels, in your focus levels, in how motivated you feel, in your mood, how energized you wake up, which will therefore reflect in your business performance. Okay? So the real issue isn't how many cold showers a day you do, isn't how many minutes a day you meditate for. It's actually identifying what's the root cause of the brain fog you have, what's the root cause of the low energy, and just focusing on giving your body what it needs. Because those two routes here, left and right, keto, low-carb diet, intermittent fasting, supplementing with a bunch of different things, going to the gym, which is a non-negotiable, should be a non-negotiable, but you don't know how the frequency of your workouts affect your stress levels, your recovery, your testosterone levels. But if you have that data, you can even tweak your gym workouts, your exercise routine. Do you need to do more cardio? Do you need to lower the volume of your weightlifting? What do you need to do? Well, instead of doing blind implementations, you just figure out what your body needs and focus on giving your body just that. And look, at the end of the day, this is exactly what I do with my clients, okay? So this is exactly how I've helped a lot of people like Thomas Gannett, Marcus Pizarro, jordanplatten, a lot of other guys that didn't fit in that small bubble, but I have a lot of guys that have worked with me that generate over 7 figures with their businesses, and I have helped them fix brain fog, low energy, so that they can perform better in the business. So if through this video you figured out that this is what you want to do as well, and you want me to personalize the system based on what your body needs, so you can actually start performing better without brain fog, then what you need to do is click the link down below, my calendar link, and book a meeting with me, okay? In this meeting, we will actually find out if I can help you. But if you're watching this video, trust me, I can help you. If you're dealing with those issues, if you're running your own business and you want to scale the business, and the only bottleneck the only bottleneck in your day is the way your brain performs, then what you need to do, again, hop on a call with me, let's chat, and I'll actually walk you through the entire process of how it works. And if it makes sense, if we're a good fit, then I'll show you how it works, and we talk next steps, okay? Again, think about it like this. If you have the business plan, you have the action items you need to complete, you have your tasks, you have everything set out in your day, you're working with your business coach, you have the exact plan you need to follow, but the only thing stopping you from achieving those goals and tasks is your brain, your levels of energy, how focused you are, then if you remove brain fog out of your day, think about it. What's even stopping you at this point? You can be unstoppable if you remove brain fog and all of those hurdles of your low energy, of the way that your brain feels, the way that you're able to focus and actually perform in your tasks. If you're able to remove that hurdle, that bottleneck, then what's really stopping you? Well, again, if you resonated with this video, if you want to learn more about what I do and how I can help you, book a call down below, and let's see if this system is something we can set out for yourself. And let's actually talk about the symptoms that you face, if you face brain fog, and what you're actually doing right now. And let's get to work. Without further ado, guys, I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. And even better, on the other side. Take care.